It was the month of Sawan, and while the raindrops falling from the sky were giving new life to the fields for Ramu's family living in a corner of the village, they had become a disaster. Ramu used to set up a Bhelpuri stall by pulling a small yellow tarpaulin along the edge of the dirt path, blowing air into a mud stove to boil potatoes for the Bhelpuri amidst light rain and enduring the smoke entering his eyes was his daily routine. His wife Savitri sat near the stove peeling potatoes, and their 8-year-old son Chintu sat on a sack trying to dry his school book that had gotten wet in the rain. Due to the heavy rain that day, no customers came to the shop, which made Ramu very worried that if he didn't even make his first sale of the day, how would he pay Chintu's school fees? Then, as evening fell, the rain intensified, and an old saint, shivering from the cold, stopped near Ramu's shop. His clothes were soaked, and he looked desperate from hunger. In a trembling voice, the saint told Ramu that he hadn't had a single grain of food since morning, but he had no money to pay. Ramu and Savitri's heart melted. Without a second thought, they gave the saint a dry towel and seated him on the cot. Ramu immediately served delicious bhelpuri on a leaf platter, mixing puffed rice, boiled potatoes, and various chutneys. The saint ate the bhelpuri with great relish, which brought a sense of immense satisfaction to his eyes. After eating, the saint smiled, placed his hand on Ramu's head, and said, "Son, your intentions are pure, and you have fed a hungry soul selflessly. From today, this Bhelpuri made by your hands will have a divine power that whoever is sick eats it, all their diseases and every pain will vanish immediately." Ramu and Savitri, taking this as a simple blessing from the saint, touched his feet, and in no time the saint vanished into the darkness of that pouring rain. Neither of them had any idea that their lives were about to change forever. The next morning, the village elder Kaka was passing by with the help of his walking stick, who usually had trouble standing straight due to knee pain. Feeling hungry, he brought a little Bhelpuri from Ramu. As soon as Kaka took the first bite of Bhelpuri, the expression on his face changed, and he dropped his stick on the ground. He stood up without any support and started dancing with joy because his years old knee pain had completely disappeared. Seeing this miracle, the people present were stunned, and in no time the news spread throughout the area that eating Ramu's Bhelpuri was curing even incurable diseases. Now, there was a rush of customers and patients at Ramu's shop, but Ramu did not lose his honesty. He kept the price of the Bhelpuri at only 5 rupees so that even the poorest person could buy it. Meanwhile, the arrogant and rich village chief Virendraji noticed this. Virendraji came to Ramu and showed a bundle of 50,000 rupees and said that he should teach him the secret recipe of Bhelpuri so that he could open a big restaurant in the city and sell one plate of Bhelpuri for 500 rupees. Ramu folded his hands and refused, saying that this is not a recipe but a blessing from the saint, which he could not sell for business. Virendraji's ego was severely hurt by Ramu's refusal. He took advantage of the darkness of the night and a fierce storm to have his goons set fire to Ramu's shop. The next morning, when Ramu's family reached there, everything was reduced to ashes. The three sat on the road and started crying, wondering how they would survive now. But then an unexpected twist came. Virendraji suddenly arrived at Ramu's burned shed, running like a madman carrying his unconscious daughter in his arms. His daughter's breathing was failing, and the doctors had given up hope. Crying, Virendraji fell at Ramu's feet, confessed his mistake, and begged for his daughter's life. Ramu had the perfect opportunity to take revenge, but his pure heart did not know how to hate. He lifted Virendraji up and said that there is no enmity greater than the life of a child. Ramu prepared a simple bhelpuri by mixing a few puffed rice, snacks and spices saved from the debris of the burnt shop. He put a small portion of bhelpuri into the unconscious girl's mouth. After a few moments of the silence, the girl slowly opened her eyes and called for her father. Seeing his daughter completely healthy, tears of repentance flowed from Virendraji's eyes. Virendraji understood that the true magic was not in any secret spice or the Bhelpuri recipe, but in Ramu's selfless and philanthropic heart. He respectfully apologized to Ramu and to atone for his mistake, had a solid and large shop built for him. Even today, Ramu keeps the price of his Bhelpuri at the same 5 rupees, where every needy person gets equal respect and help. In this way, the goodness and selfless service of a poor family not only removed their poverty but also taught the entire village the biggest lesson of humanity.